think we're on. Oh, okay. I don't know what the fuck's going on. We're here. Now these doors open. Big hole. This is eerie as fuck. Does that lead to the same thing? That's an open door though. That door could be fucking anywhere. What if there's a set of stairs? Stairs would be nice. Cocaine. That's cool. Titty light. Titties. Yeah. Alright. Where the fuck are we? 423. Oh, 427. 424. 425. Lit titty. 427. Holy shit. Did he find us? Eerie. So, I'm assuming that, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. We're kind of... Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
Not really.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
I accidentally
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Oh, okay then. Well, we're gonna do that again. Because I want to go back and play the fucking game a little bit longer than falling down into a fucking emptyless, bottomless pit of hell. Doo-doo. 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 Doo-doo.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
A-beep.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
A boop. Bouquet. Ah, you bitch. There's only one now. Fuck. Uh-huh.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah,
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room.
Marvelous.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Damn straight.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone... What? Really?
Yup.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yeah.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Yeah.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Sayonara.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
Nope.
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're
go back.
communicating properly. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
That a
You
boy.
see? There's nothing here. I
Yes,
haven't
there
even
is.
finished building this section of the map
Oh, yes.
because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Don't you
Broken
tell me.
rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Uh-huh.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Uh-huh.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
Oh.
And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a
Wait,
stab in the
maybe
dark
I
at a
could
new
have just
design,
headed
and you
to
can
the
give me some
bathroom and I
feedback.
would have just
There we
teleported in
go.
here.
A third option.
I didn't think of that.
This already feels leaps ahead of
So
where
there's
we
gotta
were
be
before.
like
Go
4
ahead,
other
Stanley.
fucking endings
Take it for
here.
a spin.
Because I know once you
Okay,
get into
I'm
this,
going
there's
to
gotta be
stop you
like
there.
fucking
Now,
4
tell
other
me
ones
about
here.
your experience
I
with
know
this
there's
new
40
version.
plus endings.
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more
I'm just
choices?
gonna follow the same choices
Feel
because I
free
want to
to
get
be
back to
honest.
the
I'm looking for some real critical
shits.
feedback here.
and giggles.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
From me,
How did
bitch.
I know the game needed a third door?
Because I did it.
Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea
is.
came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Leaderboard. You put me at bottom because you dick. So I go to here.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Yes.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Played this for about
Let me
like-
boot it up.
I played this for like 10 minutes. I'm only gonna pay it for like 2 seconds.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Good
You
you,
click
good
the
you,
button
good.
to move him
God, I
back to
wanna
the
punch
right.
you.
And if he reaches
I
the
don't know why.
fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful
Probably
game.
because of the amount of noise
All about the
that you made during the
desperation
time
and
I was in
tedium
this
of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Yeah,
Be
I'm
sure to
not
keep
doing that.
notes on your experience.
Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my
did you
game was
play
so
for 4
awful,
hours?
why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
This game gets exciting when you find new endings. Or sometimes you're just like me and you get fucking stuck. And play it for 7 hours straight and not know where the fuck you are.
Ah, fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our
We are
motivation?
Explorers of wilderness.
Well, it seems
Wilderness
obvious to me
explorers.
that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a
you.
fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley.
What broke?
And it seems there's
Something
even
broke
more.
in here.
Come,
Where else
let's
can I-
venture outward and see what else is out
broke.
there.
Is that the music? Sad. Can't flip off the old light switch. And I think I gotta go around it. I don't know what this game resembles. I've seen playthroughs. Shit, goddamn it, I walked the wrong fucking way. Of course I do. I need to figure out what game this is. Because it's something. It is something. And this time I'm gonna see if I can get through the wall. Because he does put up a wall.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
Please. Peace.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
Fucking bitch.
Thank goodness.
I will find a way.
Close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing.
I think I could have made it.
Open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any.
What's the shortest distance I can actually
heavens
make it
we
out of
avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
I think it's
Okay,
this.
I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls.
No.
Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
I can do it. I think I can do it. I might have to play this a couple times to try it, but I think I can do it.
This
That's the
will be
closest way
just
out
the
of it,
thing.
isn't it? Yeah, now we're back.
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big
my
box for you to
question
run
is,
around in. There isn't any
something-
possibility that you could get lost here. Now,
did.
this
You fucking
is game
lied to me.
design. Stanley, if
Oh,
you
I
manage
can't
to
get
get
out of
lost
here.
in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
You were not impressed. You teleported me fucking Neverland.
Okay, so what
and then
exactly
I got
do we
lost.
do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
I want to see
Stanley,
you
here's the
play
ball.
with me.
Have fun.
That sounds weird, but that's what I'm hoping for. Another thing is I want to see, does this also have a fucking cavity to hell? Yes, it does. Wish I could jump. Do backflip. Hobble. Hobble. Yeah, there's a goal one, baby.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
To be
Stanley,
fair,
I have a thought.
I don't
And I
enjoy
realize I'm not a
burning,
sportsologist, but if
children,
one
but
ball
it did
generates a
make the
certain
game a little
amount of
bit
raw
fun.
adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience.
Agreed.
I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Sorry.
Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
Doesn't
Stanley,
it?
I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More
you.
balls!
There you go. There you go, buddy. Now we're talking. Do this. Fucking make them all in. I don't give a shit. We're gonna do it.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
Yep.
Are you having fun? Is this a real video game? Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
What?
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game, and what I say goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley.
I'm supposed to call you
Besides,
daddy
you
or
need
mommy?
someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your
I wonder if
sense
this
of
texture
purpose.
actually looks like this.
And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much, but who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
You dick. I don't want to jump back to the fucking realm of hell. Huh. I wonder... Is this... I wonder if this is what the actual game looks like up close. Huh. Wonder... No... Uh-huh. I might have to go back to the pit of fucking Tartarus here. That is very mesmerizing. Spleeby. Time to slam a spleeby. 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 Well, I don't know if he's coming back. So I really could just take a little swan dive. I might have to take a swan dive. I don't know. This game's so fucking goddamn unpredictable. So this is what it's like to be playing Rocket League without a ball. Or a car. This is very interesting. Scared the fuck out of myself. Are you coming back? Or do I just go ahead and jump? Because at this point I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and jump. But what if he knows? What if the game just knows that that's when I want to jump? There's a time where he's gonna come back. Come on, you fucking prick. I know you. Do a good old ball itch on this one. I'm gonna take a guess and say you not coming back. Yoink.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Fucking asshole, you said you left me here. And now you come back. You dick. Okay.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I don't know if I can live through this. Because there's got to be a way, right? Or do I have to just drop? I haven't fell. Oh. Oh. If I stick along the walls, I shall not fall. But if I do not, I shall perish. Right? 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 No. Fuck. I always feel like there's something else. There's gotta be something else. It can't just be this. It can't. That drops. This doesn't drop, though. That's the thing. Right? Is it? Are you? You fuck? This is scaring me. This is fucking terrifying. I've jumped off of a goddamn fucking cliff before, but I can't do this shit. Am I going down? You fat bitch. Don't do that. Fuck. There's gotta be a way.
With the will, there is a way. I swear by it on my life. With the will, there is a way. I swear by it on my wife.
Right, you bitch. So that's just a straight drop. Come down here, you fucking fat ass. I know you made this shit, that's why it's down here, you fuck. Lying bastard. Tell me that you can't fucking make shit. Fling cabinets, work in progress. There's nothing I can do here except die. Is there? Because, I mean, if I fall down, I might as well just go back to the little starting point at that point, right? This is a way fucking multiple choice questions, Phil. All the fucking time, man. I swear to God. Fuck you. I almost said a wrong word. That would have definitely had me cancel this stream and fucking shut it down. Stanley took the door on his left. He goes to the right. Then I'd go this way. Then it would say, Stanley goes through the door on his left. I don't go to the left. I go to this one. Stanley meets a blocked off fucking wall. So then if I go to the left, that means Stanley goes back to the room. Stanley then sees a business room. Oh, well there's no one here to his surprise. Well then Stanley goes straight upstairs to his boss's office, which would be this way. Which then return to the stairwell that goes to the boss's office right here. He cannot do that because it is all blocked off. So henceforth, I need to go all the way back to the start to absolutely screw myself. Damn, I'm good. It tickle me lip. How do I get in here? Is that a picture of a brain? Is that a brain or a Chang? Child crying. Can I shut the door? Do I just restart? I should just restart. Is that a synth? No. I feel like I'm sitting in a fucking Black Ops 1 sort of deal. Well, I'll just sit right here then. Maybe I can glitch through something. Then again, they patched everything, so it might not even be here. Oh. Briefcase. Oh, you do let me get on top of you. Excuse me? I thought I just seen something. No, I'm just bugging the fuck out. Okay, cool. Nice to know. I'll walk backwards. We're gonna do this. I'm not gonna wait. Fucking bastard. So, there's another ending to that. And I'm gonna go through and do it again. But this time, I'm wondering if I can go up to the fucking boss's shitter and go to that. I think the better question at that point is...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yeah, Mom.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Does
missed a
that
memo.
only... the input only come up when I do an ending? Is that why? Also, before
When
we go do
Stanley
that
came
again,
to
I
a set
need to
of
change
two
the
open.
routine.
This was not the correct way to the
Oh,
meeting
for
room,
fuck's sakes,
and
that's right.
Stanley
Well, you
knew
know
it
what?
perfectly
Speaking of
well.
change routine,
Perhaps
you
he
go
wanted
ahead
to
and figure
stop
this
by
out
the
real quick.
employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I never really explored this place a lot. I feel like because I did it the first time, I didn't really find anything. Genuinely, you feel like there's something actually there, but there's not. What if I just... Oh. Okay, well that's... cool, I guess. Okay. Hey.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And then he took a right. And then he took a left. Uh-huh. No. There is absolutely God nothing. So, I believe that, Wait. You bitch. Find them. You should stand on your sink and take a shit in it. Fucker. Oh, I thought the light wasn't gonna change. Well, I believe I will be going back to the beginning. I need something to eat. I want to eat. I also want to drink. But I don't want to drink, because I don't want to feel like shit in the morning. I feel like there is something to press. I don't know what it is, but there's something that tells me there's something in this office that needs to be pressed. One of these days I will figure it out. Like this, like I feel like... Alright, fuck it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Then again, sometimes when I go through this door, I feel like I can go through it without hitting it. Fuck you. Fuck you. I want to go there. You dick. Ah.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
How's this?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Dude, we always get off on the wrong foot.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
You're really not.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten.
Your mother.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
The last 2 times you did.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha. Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
You can walk through my red... Oh, shit. Fuck, you almost got me there, buddy.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section.
I think I can do something else,
because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I'd written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
You fuck.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay, so it's the same thing. So what if I just go through this? You plick.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
Oh, so you're just
now
a
would be
prick.
a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
I'm not going through this again.
In this game, the baby...
No. No. Just no. Just no. There was something, and I don't remember what it was. I need to go do that same thing again through the maintenance room, because there's something with the epilogue and the slide guy, and I gotta go back to see if the... Okay. I guess, Huh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door and this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, deeply, madly, love.
Get out of here. What if I can? What's to you? Who are you to judge?
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Tis. Really tis. Can I get stuck? Just want to get stuck.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Deal with
It's
it.
possible that this is why everyone left.
There's... Well, that's... What we figured it out. We did it together.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I take it that this is my cue to leave the room. Do you work? No. Coffee nut? Excuse me? Oh, yeah, that's right. That was a term back then. Nut meant something different. Nut meant cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Right. Forgot about that. Now we establish nut with dominance. Huh. Weird. Right, the game. Fuck, Jesus Christ.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting,
Oh my
Stanley.
god, I remember how to
Someone
get to that
you
ending now.
forgot.
Jesus Christ, that
Really?
was weird.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have
shit
zero
just triggered in my
consideration
brain.
for
It was like a
others?
non-flashback,
Are you
man.
that
It
convinced
just
that I want
fucking
something bad to happen to you?
right
Why?
into my memory.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really
fuck?
do
That
want
was
to help
weird. I wonder
you,
if there's
to
a
show
pro-
you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
I wonder if
Let
there's a
me prove
process
that
with
I'm on your
memorization
side.
that
Give me a
happens with
chance.
certain triggers, like
Now
PTSD
listen
or
carefully,
something
this
that
is
you can
important.
actually do with your memory.
Stanley
That is
walked
interesting.
through the
I'm gonna
red
look that
door.
up. That was weird how that memory
Oh,
flash
thank
happened.
God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh.
bitch. What did you do? I didn't even go all the way in. That's not fair. You took me.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't remember.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place... No, wait. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go kill myself.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll
Damn
lose
straight.
all of this.
Yep.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
You took my
Please,
room
Stanley,
from me of
no!
endless hallways.
Oh, no. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I must say this to my own eyes.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
One more time and then we can go back to your room.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
There you
I
go,
wanted
buddy.
us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
What if I just stay here for long enough? Does your dialogue change or do I just go back to killing myself? Man, I can go for some fucking chips. I just ate, didn't I? Did I eat today? I ate. Did I? I ate rice. I ate some rice. It's not enough. How do I get back to that spot? Because I can't go through that way. I did that way. And if I do it the other way... What was the other way? How the hell did I get to that? You walk through the doors. It's because those doors were open. Is that how I got there before? This game's so fucking goddamn Jurassic in your goddamn mind. It's almost like a... it's almost like a park. Oh, that joke's to die for.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
I don't remember how the fuck to get there. I don't go through the fucking maintenance room, do I? Do I go through the maintenance room? I've done everything on top. There's only 4 fucking other ways if we go through the top. So it's gotta be the maintenance room at that point. Has to be the maintenance room, because the bottom of the stairwell leads to just absolute fucking insanity once again. Because he takes you through the bottom, you go there, and then how do you get to that? I can do it if I can't go through the memory palace because it just leads me to that.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
I can't tell if he's fucking with me at that point. I really cannot tell. Since I can't, I will...
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
We're gonna see about that, buddy. think it goes off endings. So if I do 4 endings...
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Fat bitch, fuck you. God damn it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
So I need to
he
go
entered
this
the
way.
door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire.
What happens if I touch
The
every
lounge
single
was
door?
grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
This was different. So what happens? What happens now if I fucking stay in here? Because I'm bleeding. According to
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Oh,
A room so utterly captivating
Okay, well.
that even though all your co-workers but
Fuck off.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
oh fuck! Wait, yeah, that's right. Forgot I gotta go there. Oh. Tripping. Okay. Was I tripping? Yeah. Okay, I was tripping. No.
And so he
Oh,
detoured
what the
through
fuck?
the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay, so you're gonna close on me. So I don't want that to happen. Cause right, you got the yes and no button. And then all you got is
But
just-
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Just to take it
He
to the
wanted to
top.
wander about and get even further
I think
off
there's
track.
2 endings
So
here.
now, in order
I'm
to
trying
get
find
back,
the
he
other
needed to go,
I think it's just the
from
door on
here,
the left.
it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Dick.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, we went down right, left, down, left,
Grab a bag
right.
of chips.
Yeah,
Just so I can do some
okay,
crunchy
okay.
ASMR. Cause fuck it. Fuck it, never mind. You know what? This is gonna be loud. Not as loud as I anticipated. There you go.
Yes,
Okay.
I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Could really go for some red rice. Oh.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I severely do not remember how to get to that certain space.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, no, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Was that ending in the second? I think that ending was in the, that ending feels like it was in the new content.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Was it in the new content? What the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I sincerely have no fucking clue. Can I turn these off still? Yeah.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Because then this part just opens up.
Aha! Yeah. I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Okay, so I absolutely have to go this way then. That shit is gonna give me heartburn. I can already feel it. God damn it. Jesus Christ. It's like I'm fucking 50. Okay there, buddy. We'll see about that.
Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I just don't fucking want to. Oh, fuck. Well, that explains a lot.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time, I have to restart.
Oh, well.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I don't want to follow your line. Fuck you.
No, I'm done. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
I don't want to. You know, I think I got a great idea. I'm gonna start playing violin. And then I'm gonna start a mukbang YouTube channel. And then I'm gonna get really overweight. I'm gonna turn gay. I'm gonna get divorced. Post an OnlyFans.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in
And then I
this
don't know-
direction.
I don't know if you got
Onward,
shit after that.
Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is, in fact, a
when I get
byproduct
shit stuck
of
in my
one's
teeth.
subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the
I wonder if
mood.
there's a maintenance closet here. I hope this is the right way.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
I don't even know what the
Make
fuck a
sure you
fern
study
is.
it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I'm gonna look this up real quick. I legit have no idea what the hell he is talking about. Did I finish all my goldfish? I'm being a big back tonight. Probably need to get some real food. Oh, right. Fern. It's a plant. Where is this fern that he suggests I taketh a look? Oh. Oh. Okay. That's a bit intriguing. Okay. Just gotta try.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I feel like his dialogue shuts off so fucking quick. Wait a minute, hang on. There's really so much shit to explore here right about now. Fuck 'em. We're gonna keep going forward.
Oh, no,
Because this leads
not
to the
again,
whiteboard.
Line. How could you have done this to us?
I know that.
And after we
There's gotta be
trusted you,
another way.
after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms.
I
Just don't
fucking
acknowledge it.
remember
We should be fine.
where the fuck to go. I feel like a man with dementia in his own fucking house trying to figure this shit out, because I've been here more than once.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story
I already know this one. Do I go back, or
is
do I
in
see if the
our
fucking
control.
computer
How
picks it up?
important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
God damn it.
In fact,
Well,
I
yeah, for
believe I
yourself.
need a minute to think here. Just
Same.
walk in
Me and my
circles for a
goldfish, brother.
minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere,
right and
the place
to the
where we're
left.
trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Okay, well,
and
go
that
to the
in
same
turn
fucking place.
means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our
Do you
destiny
open it for me, or can I just go
awaits.
to the left? Or is the left just the same? You're gonna shut it on me, and I don't want it to shut, because I had this ending before. 5th restart, narrator restarts the game, narrator forgets about previous... Is this all that fucking happened? 7th restart, there is no longer an office, simply a black space, wander in blackness, find a bookstore, get bored, leave, the narrator restarts the game. Which one am I on? Find the line again, begin following the line, find an identical replica of the office that has begun to deteriorate, attempt to make up a story here, narrator restarts the game. There's 8 endings to this one. 8 restarts. Because let's see, we did the 5th one. Stanley attempts to play the story hut is prevented. Right? Fuck, wait a minute, which one are we on? Discover the 2 doors the room now has. Many results enough for the game. The office is now a dead end. Turn around to find another dead end. And then end up in another building. Narrator restarts the game. Adventure line, nonsense philosophy music in the room. Return to the office. Return to the monitor room. That's where he says, well, we have been here before, right? Oh shit! Fuck. Okay, I know which one we're on. Fourth restart. Adventure into the unexplored territory. Find the line again. Confusing ending schedule. Which this is schedule. Fifth restart. Nero forgets about previous restarts. Stanley attempts to play the story but is prevented, unable to go anywhere or do anything. The game restarts on its own. Find the line again. Begin finding the line. Identical replica. I don't remember this. Because I've been through this shit before. That I don't remember doing all of this other ones. Okay. Fuck it. We gotta try it.
Hold up, what's this?
So, forgets about previous,
The
Stanley attempts to play the story,
ending.
it's unable to go
You're
on.
telling me that's
Find the
what
line
this
again,
is?
begin following the
It's all
line.
one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this
Technically, he does restart the game.
wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
And technically he would forget, right? Because in some sense of being, that is a restart. And now we have to find the line again.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, it's not. The bucket's still here. I guess the computer doesn't go off fucking endings. I thought it did. Oh. Okay, we gotta go to the box.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
What time is it?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
2:19.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Because there is something here. I just don't remember how the fuck I got here.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
How did
Just our little secret.
Because there was...
Take a look.
There was 2 ways to go. I fucking remember this. This is the new shit. That's right.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 20... And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
So this was definitely the, okay, so this is definitely the new content. That's why I wasn't fucking finding it. I went down every little shit path to figure it out.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
I had to make sure I wasn't having a fucking seizure here. Which, I think Stanley Parable is sort of a video game for analog for Charlie Kaufman and Spike Jonze's brilliant film adaptation, which gently mocked the ways in so many films manipulate audiences with formulaic plot twist, and situations in which characters learn huge life lessons while simultaneously moving me from formulaic plot twist and situations in which... I'm done. I can't read that anymore.
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the Memory Zone before.
How many memories
What's
are
this?
not
What's
memories
down
endings
here?
are here?
Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is
I can't
actually
fucking
quite
talk to you,
shocking
dude.
for me.
I wish I could.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Oh, hang on. There's something caught in my mouth. Okay. I'll tell you what, it would be
What's
if I
this
didn't
one
have to
got
play
to
it
say?
10,000 times.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike
I
these
played this
negative
fucking
reviews from the
ending for,
record.
like,
Only
an hour and a
positive reviews
half.
of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue for... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45...
Yeah, I'm speedrunning this shit.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
I've
oh,
legit
goodness.
sat through
I
your
have
shit
someone to talk to
for like
again.
hours
Stanley, I think it's been a week.
because of this shit.
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time.
Yep, you're gonna tell me how it's fucking shit, and then you're gonna leave me alone.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us.
Come back. Kunku. This was the part I started wondering about, because shit got
But
weird.
they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their...
Come on.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
Dude, just went
end,
fucking
is never the
insane here.
end, is never the end, is never the end, is never...
I don't understand where you could have went, because honestly, oh wait, we're in the fucking ocean. I forgot about that shit. See, shit got weird here. Like, eerie. Or maybe it was the next one. Ah, it was the next one. No, it was the last one. But you heard howling, which is weird. Then it gets pretty. I was wondering where the narrator went though. That fucking noise. Then it just goes dead fucking quiet. See, like, what fucking noise is that? Okay, now I want to see. Because there's an ending here. Because you go back. You go through a fucking journey, right? And then we head back to the shits. game's true goddamn music. That is the end? What the fuck? God damn it, I don't fucking remember. Fuck. This game, you need to fucking pay attention, like hardcore as shit, if you want to remember it. If not, you're fucking drawing a map.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
That's the first time I've ever seen that. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. What the fuck? Huh. Is that like a little Easter egg or some shit, or what the flying fuck was that about? I think I might have to call it quits here, man, because fuck's sakes. All I've technically found, the original has 19 endings. I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dude, I think I've only found like 10.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I know I looked this up last time.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe takes about 2 hours to complete if you focus on the main objectives. If you want to see everything the game has to offer, it'll take about 12 hours to complete.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
What the fuck?
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason
This
for
was
exploring
19.
it to
Where the
find
fuck did I
out.
get the
But it
40?
didn't even occur to me, because literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system, and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
14 taking the door on the right. There's 5 taking the neither door.
And instruct another human to take their place,
There's 7
making
tied
sure
to
they
the
understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Is that math? Yeah, that's math.
All right.
Okay.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
So let's see, the left door you got life, trap, bomb, silly birds, museum, memorial bucket, insane, wrong bucket, escape pod, goodbye bucket. Up and down, number 3. Right door, confusion, destroy bucket, death. Pre-door, 2 rooms, reluctant, song, voiceover, kill bucket, progression, underwhelm, I win, skip, sequel. Log. Phase punch. Holy fuck. 40 to 51? Is there a fucking goddamn video to this? Okay, so there's a total number of endings, 42. This guy wrote down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16, 20, 26. I only lost 41. It was very confusing. That's not real. Is that real? It's not real. No fucking way that's real. You're real? There's no way you're real. Yeah, you're not real. You are real. No shit. Huh. Weird. Alright. Strange looking guy. Anyways.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any... You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
What if I just... I feel like there's a fucking ending here. Jesus Christ.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I've already been down this fucking ending. I've done all of these fucking endings, man. I don't want to watch a playthrough. I really don't.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
8.
What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845, 2845, 5482.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Two, 845. Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Just to piss you off. Water. I need water.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
I've been
Control
here so
Facility.
many fucking times, man. Fuck. Give me Google turd buckets. Fuck.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed
I
with
got
television
stuck
screens.
here last time.
What
Let's
horrible
not
secret
fucking do
did
that.
this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
Oh.
The lives
that
of
was
so
quick.
many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Come on.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Your mum. Your mum. Your mum, your mum, your mum. Your fuck.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Who the fuck are the employees that got fired, man? What the fuck do they do? It's pretty well, you know what?
No.
I could
He
completely
refused
understand.
to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
Employee
own life
fired.
in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Fall out of here. Not a fucking option.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy
I got an
or
idea.
sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert it. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Activate button hint.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
I'm very fucking confused.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this
Fuck you,
room.
asshole, there is a
These
way.
numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved?
Yes.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you.
Or am I
That
supposed to
timer isn't
do
a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
There's no way it's
I'm
not
going
a
to destroy
fucking
it
challenge, dude. You just don't
so
put it
you
in a
can't.
game.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me,
there's
I
gotta be a
will be
way to
laughing
do
at every
this.
second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
I feel like I'm doing it wrong. I feel like if I press the off button, fuck. This game irritates me. It's not even a challenging game. It's really not. It's one of those games where you fuck around and find out a lot. And I can't. There's just too much fucking around and trying to find
All
out.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Hang on. I'm getting fucking nuts. I'm going nuggin foots. I'm going nuggin foots. I'm going fucking nuts. That door's shut. Door never shuts. What in the flippin' freak? What in the flippin' fuck? What in the freaking fucker? What if I just stay in this fucking room? Is there an insanity option? That's what this whole game is. I don't see why not. Fuck you, you bitch. You spooky bitch. Why are you such a cunt to me?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, Lana. I feel like there's a way to get up here. At this point, I am really just fucking around to find out. Because, fuck. I've been through this game so many goddamn times. Been in this game way too many goddamn times. There's a way to get on top of you. Just by fucking around. So that I can maybe, just possibly hop on the fucking windowsill. That'd be really fucking cool. I'm real fucking tired. I just shut these. I don't want to go. I don't want to do this no more. Maybe the simple option is just to do nothing. Just sit. Sit and wait. Touch the balloons. Can I... Oh. 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 One of them said you can go around exploring every fucking option in the office, but I don't fucking find that at all.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Where the fuck is the projection coming from? Oh. I touch you good. You don't do nothing no more. Projector. Neil and Co. It's gotta be something here, right? Who moved my desk? Papers. Oh. Okay. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Papers on the synergizing. Fire the paper guy. Hire someone to synergize papers. Get Chris out of the broom closet. The fuck happened to Chris? Not efficient enough. Future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. No fucking shit. Okay. Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write the next day's agenda. Reflect. Employee 417, 405, 491, 416, 431. Jim. Target demographic teenagers. Requires more than secondary research. Stripes. Colored in segments. Stock market somewhere in here. Telephone directory. Can I read any of these? That'd be really funny. Violet James, you are fired. What do you want? Things, happy feelings, money, more money, things, but with money, 5 more things, graphs about money. We have our new product. Facts. I actually can't read it. Bi-quarterly post review. We need reviews 402, 405. Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to the teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put it in a teenage demographic. Big nets, some sort of child trap. A lot of percent teenagers, size demographics, space between the teenagers. Throw something in the idea bin. 10 more. 10. I know. Trash cans. Oh, 10 no more bins. Trash cans. 20 renaming of the idea. To do. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market parade. Monetize free to play. Help on the post-it. Pie chart graph. I see charts.
Well, see, Shirley is not in here, but I'm going to go ahead and do the thing.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Can I get in there? I feel like I can go in there.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
You're just gonna do it for me anyways. What the fuck's the point? You dick. You big giant fucking
2845.
Shante. Sugar. Oh no, this is 2003. Certificate of...
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in,
I didn't
and the
click on
door
it.
just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Is there legit nothing I can do in here? 3. Might have to call it quits. 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh man.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I don't wanna.
Although this passageway had the... But of course, Stanley thought, nope, still on board with death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Just trying to figure this out. Mike. Am I tripping balls, or is that a fucking illusion? Or is it just a shadow that makes it look bigger? Jesus fucking Christ. I need some fucking sleep. I thought it was words.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I wonder if that did anything to the game. That just turned into a never-ending fucking corridor for a second.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
It's not going to turn back on until I walk through, is it?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What it is...
What if I just do this?
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, why did that hit different? What the fuck?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. It's bucket time.
I just want to fucking just do the game over and over again and see what happens.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes. Something's gotta happen, right? Fuck, man, after this one I'm going to bed.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
It's weird how I have a stick drag in other games, but I don't have a stick drag in this one. I just realized that. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Give me the bucket.
It's bucket
We're
time.
gonna go die with this.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. Still no one was here.
This is a new one.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss at Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
I've done that one before.
Coming to a staircase,
I've done the other
Stanley and the
one, too.
bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Can I do this one? Can I do this one with the bucket, or does it take the bucket away from me? I don't want to do it again if it's going to take the bucket away from me.
Hold on. What's this?
Okay. Okay. I think I've had enough. Yeah. Alright. We're done. Peace. Shit, that's not the right button.